Club's deuce. Follow Diamond Strokes' instructions. After giving a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take another look at your prisoner. He lucked out. Looks like round 2 your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with a Stretch Armstrong doll, which you happened to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. It looks sort of dumb, but it'll have to do. Club's deuce. Just lock up those in the battle drobe. Time to hit the road. You beat your hostage into the back of your battle drobe with a bull penis cane. Wait, this is a bull penis cane? You flipped the fuck out over the fact that this is apparently a bull penis cane!
Meanwhile, running roughly parallel with present events. Itchy always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Yeah, looks like he got what he deserved. But, as usual, you seem to find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Spade slick. Make friends with Die. You introduce your cast iron horse hitcher to your new friend. Die scrambles for a pin he's been saving for a special occasion. How many times does he have to tell you? He made this town.
You stop not being Hans Boxcars. You've made your way to the Felt's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you'll be able to rely on your usual safe-cracking method, which is prying it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. It is suggested that you do a silly dance. This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on. Why don't you take a closer look at that safe? Seriously, stop that. Hans Boxcars, pry the wall from the safe. That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock, and you somehow doubt that spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you gotta alter the flow of time itself to make it work. Which, of course, is bullshit. You'd think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Dose on the radio. Hans Boxcars, deploy Punchbox. You deployed the Wrath Tub. Retrieve 2 hearts from backup head. You'll retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty eye sockets. Hans Boxcars, peruse Red Cheeks magazine. Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardioaficionados such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps. Their mischievous little tail. The snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat. Harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You'll beat it to Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you'd say. It is suggested that you call clubs on the nearest card. You'll radio Deuce on the 10-4 cards. Let them know you need a powder monkey on the double. You'll hear ticking, and it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is. Oh no, oh God. It's Biscuits. His oven timer's ticking. This is no good. Ugh. There he is. This idiot thinks his special oven transports him into the future by the amount of time he sets on the timer. Well, he's sorta right. But in reality, all that's happening is he's hiding in there until the timer's up, then pops out. You'll guess he's relatively harmless if he's left alone. You can take him. But what you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no. That ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it. Eggs. Son of a fuck! You might as well just grab one of your axes and kill yourself now.
Club's deuce. Follow the path. In the future, you've already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but he found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy's talking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while, see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand.
Diamond's Droog. Take a good look around the new room you're in. Looks like the trail of blood ends here. Or originates. Whatever. Something went down here in the past. Or is about to go down in the future? You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on. There's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Finn was here. And judging by the forensics of the scene, the angle it hit the floor, the direction of the blood spatters, and how dry the blood is, you think you know exactly what he's about to pull. Or more specifically, what he's about to already have pulled. Finn always knows where you're going. He followed your future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. This time, you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Now! Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for. 7 out of 21 clocks re-destroyed.
Spade slick. Rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywheres. Di realizes there is a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he pulls your pin. You help the Green Man live up to his name. You grab his voodoo doll and stick his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've offed this way, too. Not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point if you're not gonna get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He's rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. This doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Clocks, destroy them. 29 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead.
Diamond's Droog. Follow blood trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem with that is, he'll just see a future trail following him. That'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, better to leave him alive. You'd think you'll know where he'll lead you to. Just gotta be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight.
Spade Slick, return to being Heart's Boxcars.
Spade Slick cannot return to being Heart's Boxcars because obviously Diamond's Droog is too busy being Club's deuce. You just watched Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. That guy's awfully silly. He then sulks off somewhere. You don't realize he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. But we all realized it, because it's obvious and it couldn't possibly be more clear. Club's deuce. Implement nefarious scheme. You'll follow Droog's simple instructions. So simple even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in a different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it because that sounds like a really good idea to you. If there was something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'll be damned if you remember what it is. Trace catches up to where you were, but you're already long gone. All he sees is the long, gross, rubbery arms of your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy rubber arms of a small man, but there's nothing gross or unpalatable about that in the least. Doze unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly about his hat.
Finn makes his way way to the mansion to get some help. He wonders where this little guy's going. Deuce's future trail is headed in the same direction he's headed, by sheer coincidence. Finn decides to follow him for a bit, keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place, though. That would be statistically improbable. He's got no idea what these other goons are up to here. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not gonna stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the blood loss to sort out this mess anyway.
Clubs Deuce, follow the red blood road.
It's uncanny. This little guy's matching Finn's road every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's gotta take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy, and with all that C4 in the Deuce's head, firing would be a bad idea. My God, he's thought of everything. Clearly dealing with a criminal mastermind here.
You stop to admire this gorgeous clock. It's so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the other clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There's so many clocks in this mansion, it would obviously be impractical to make sure they all work properly. Oh, look! A trail of blood! You'd think you'll start following it.